see if I could see it, because it wasn't easy to see last night, but I did manage to see it as it was coming up behind the clouds. It wasn't as it would have been seen in the Americas and that side of the world. So from Europe down through Africa, we didn't see the eclipse, because it was also a lunar eclipse last night, so even more particular effects on us. So we couldn't see the eclipse, and we couldn't actually see the full blood red color. But the clouds last night at about 11 o'clock were incredible. They turned a lovely pinky orangey color, and the moon did creep up above it. So I was really, really excited to see that. But anyway, let's get down onto our mats. So today I'm putting some crystals around my mat. So I'm going to put some lovely essential oils. I'm putting a focus oil on my wrists, because a full moon tends to have a strong ungrounding effect on us, as we feel it's pulled towards its gravity, if you like, away from the earth. So I don't tend to practice yoga on the day of the full moon. It's only a few hours passing now, but I think I'm safe. So I'm putting some focus oil on my wrists and then on my temples. So if you have any essential oils, rub those in. Let's come to rest, to pause. So starting simply with our hands cupped one in the other, left over right or right over left, wherever feels most natural to you. And gently closing the eyes. Let's take our focus inwards together. So letting go of anything that's happening outside of your room, what's happening in the world, just coming onto your mat, really arriving. Allowing any thoughts that try to distract us from our practice to drift away like clouds. Let them drift away, float away. Observe they're there. It's okay, we'll deal with those things later. For now, just simply focus within you. Not in the mind, but in the body and spirit. So quieting the mind and sitting still. Chitta, vritta, nirodha. It's one of the Yoga Sutras, one of the first Yoga Sutras, the threads of yoga. One of the essences, the basic essences of yoga, is to be still with the mind. To be relieved of the constraints of the thinking mind. So let those constraints go. Taking your attention to your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest and shoulders. Expansion of the rib cage and of the belly. Taking some lovely deep breaths here. Really noticing the prana, your life force flowing in through the nose, out through the nose. In with the new, out with the old. Positive in, negative out. And in dedication of this blood moon, which is also the flower moon, because of the abundance of flowers that appear at this time of year, in the native North American tradition, this is called the flower moon, or is called the flower moon, because of the many flowers that grow. And the fields are full with beautiful petals. So we're going to take some petal flower breathing now. So imagine taking a flower in one hand, left or right, depending which hand you use. Hold a flower in your hand, a stem with a single flower or a cluster of flowers. So first picturing its colour, the shapes of the petals, the formation of the flower. And now drink in its scent. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling deeply out. So really drink in the nectar smell, the beautiful smell of this fragrant flower in your hand. And now you can picture breathing in through the nose and then gently exhaling through the lips. Just like blowing on a dandelion clock. Really empty the lungs and the belly of breath completely. Seeing the petals of your flower ripple and quiver and shake with your breath. Take another deep breath in and a really long exhale out through the lips. Now take your hands onto your knees with the palms facing up. So really feel the release, the letting go on the exhales. It's like you're skiing or riding down a slope. So fast to begin with, and then it tapers off towards the end. So let's do 3 more of those. A lovely full breath in, fill the lungs and the belly. Really letting go emotionally of anything that no longer serves you. Take 1 more slow breath. So staying here with your intention now. Thinking of an intention that serves you. So thinking of your bigger picture. What do you need to do? What do you need to correct in your current situation? Is it something you need to let go of? Do you need to bring about a shift and change? Because this particular moon in the conjunction of Sagittarius, this full moon for Sagittarius is a very, very strong shift and change time. So it's time to make some breaks, some changes, some adventures, and really releasing what doesn't serve you. Whatever is counterproductive in your life, really let it go. So a ritual you can take around this time is to write down on some paper, little pieces of paper, the things that you no longer want to manifest in your life. The negative things, the things that bother you or make you angry or feel cross or frustrated, stuck. Write those things down. Really read those things out loud. So do this in your own time and space. So you can feel, you can really give yourself over to this ritual. So writing it down, reading these things out loud, and then burning them. Take a little dish, a fireproof dish, and set light to those things. Burn those things that you no longer want to manifest in your life or to affect your life. Fully let them go. And you can take those ashes and put them into the earth or wash them away. Be rid of those things. They no longer need to be part of your life. So set your intention now. I am. Make a positive sankalpa, an affirmation. I am. And repeat it out loud 3 times with real conviction, seeing it clearly in your mind's eye that you are that manifestation. You embody that sankalpa now, here in the present moment, in this present tense. I am. Absorb it fully into every cell, into your very being. And before we start to move with our bodies, synchronizing our breath with our movement, let's take an Om together. Take a lovely deep breath in and resonate your positive energy outwards. Om. Slowly opening up the eyes. Let's take ourselves over into Dandasana, tabletop position. Do some cat-cow flows, taking our knees hip distance apart, our hands beneath our shoulders. Inhale deeply as you lift your heart, your chest, your gaze up to the sky. Tailbone lifts. And then exhale to squeeze navel to spine. Tuck your tailbone under. Take your chin to your chest, your drishti to your navel. Arch the back the other way. Let's take 3 more of those pairs. Inhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Ujjayi breath. So really swirling the breath in the back of the throat, energizing. Positive new life force in. Exhaling anything negative. Squeeze it out. Inhale. Exhale. Do 1 more if you feel you need to. Exhale. Taking the knees a little bit further back so you're not quite in tabletop. Can take our elbows to the side. Take our chin to our chest. Slide your heart between your hands. Inhaling. Coming into a little locust. Then exhale. Hips back in space. To take an extended child's pose. Inhale. Let's take our striking cobra. You can take it a little higher. Exhale, squeeze navel to spine, drop the hips back. Do 3 more of those. Inhaling. Exhale, so just flow with your body movements. With the breath synchronizing, slide heart between chest, between the hands. Exhale, navel to spine, squeeze it back. Using your Uddiyana Bandha. Let's do 1 more of those. Exhale. Rippling the chest forwards. Tucking the toes now. Coming into downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the legs. Lovely stretch down the backs of the legs, the Achilles, into the feet. Sway the hips from side to side, wagging your tail. Feel the lovely joyous nature of this movement. Then take a pause and hold to one side. So you're on the inside of one foot and the outside of the other. Feel the lovely stretch that occurs down the one side of the body. And then over to the other side. Back to center. Take a big breath in, lift the right leg to the sky, lift it up, and then drop it down to the earth. We're going to take a wild thing. So the hips go down. So now you're facing the back of your mat. Inhale to lift the hips up. So you can look up to your top hand. And then plant the top hand down, pivoting on the one foot. Go back to down dog. Other leg lifts, left leg lifts. Bend the knee and then drop that foot down to the earth. You can either go straight into your wild thing or drop the hips down first and then go up. Your choice. Lift the hips up, look to your backhand. 5 breaths. And exhaling, look to your hand on the mat. Pivot round on the right foot, coming back to down dog. Take some more pedaling of the legs. Then drop to the knees. Take some camel rolls. Knees hip distance apart. Take your left hand to your left ankle. Take a big, big full moon circle with your right arm. 3 times. 3 big circles. Drive the hips forward, squeeze into the thighs. You can even follow your hand with your gaze. Take the circles the other way. Three of those. And then right hand down, big circles with the left arm. Really push into all of the edges. Smooth out any edges, any tightness in the shoulder. Make big full moon circles. 3 in both directions. Hips forward, squeeze into the glutes and thighs. And then you can tuck your toes, drive the hips forward, open up the chest to Uttana. Lift the heart up to the sky. Bring your hands by your thighs, your hands to your heart, reaching back, coming forwards, coming to a plank. Salutations. Let's get the body nice and warm. Scoop the belly up, drive the space between the shoulder blades. Bend the knees, come into a crouch, and then come forwards again. Let's do 3 more of those. Bending, working into the shoulders. Come forwards. Bending, knees almost tap the earth. Come back. Come down onto the elbows. Sway the hips from side to side. 5 times. And then hold on one side. Elbow plank, reach up. Onto the other side. Side elbow plank. Elbows back down. Take another 5 sways. Drop the knees. Take a little forward lunge now. Right leg forwards. Hand to the floor. Big circles with the right arm. 3 in both directions. Big circles. As big as you can make them. Taking a little pretzel twist. Grabbing hold of the left foot. Open the chest. Lift the gaze up to the sky. Come onto the outer blade of your right foot. Release that foot down. Hug your hands around your right ankle. Squeeze into the left thigh. So your right shoulder is behind the right knee. A little bit of a balance. Squeeze into the abs. Make them tight. Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha working here. And release the hands back down. Step the right foot forwards. Left leg forwards. Let's take big circles. Lunging deeply into the hips. Circling the arms. Three in each direction. Big circles. And then taking our pretzel twist on the other side. Roll the left shoulder back, open the chest forwards, lift the gaze. Come onto the outer blade of the left foot, opening the left hip up. Release the foot down. Left shoulder behind the left knee, squeeze into that right thigh, holding onto the left ankle. 5 breaths. Ujjayi, victorious ocean, sounding breaths. Hands down. Taking a puppy pose. So keeping the hips high. So you tilt the tailbone up and walk the hands forwards. If you need to, take your hands on some blocks. Really explore the opening of the chest, the front of the body. You can send your gaze to look between the hands, but only if that feels okay with your neck. Don't do so, otherwise tuck the chin under. You can walk the hands further back, forwards, or the knees further back to bring the chest down to the mat. Heart opening, chest opening, shoulder opening. Inhaling to bring the chest up, walk the hands back. Tuck the toes. Walk the feet forwards. Now we're in a ragdoll position. Swaying side to side. Nod the head, yes. Yes to the new. Shake the head, no to the old. Yes to the new. No to the old. Moon circles with the nose. Big moon circles. Picture the full moon shining brightly upon you. And then swaying with the knees bent. Painting your picture on your mat with your fingertips. Make these movements fluid. Really let go of any inhibitions, any I feel silly, don't feel silly, just go for it. This is your practice, your time. Really do what you need to do, the speed, the slowness, whatever. You can bend the knees, you can straighten the legs. Just let the body move with the breath. Make it a dance. Then coming to center, cross your left foot, leg across the right, folding down. Let's stretch that into that right leg. Let the head hang heavy, no tension in the neck. You can even clasp opposite elbows again if you can balance here. Scoop up the belly, creating stability and space.
Other leg, right leg in front of the other. Take opposite bind of the elbows, the non-dominant one, to balance things out. And then let's come up to standing. We're going to take our moon salutations. Chandra Namaskar. Reaching up, slowly rising up to standing. Bringing your hands to your heart center. This is Atmanjali Mudra. We're going to do the first round really, really slowly so that we get the idea of the movements. So don't worry if you don't get the breath the same. Just enjoy the movement of the body. Inhale to reach the arms to the sky, Arda Utkatasana. Then exhale, sway to your left, so the hips jut to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to sway to the right. Taking a big step out to the side. Coming into Goddess. So let's work in Goddess for a little while. So the heels go forwards, the toes go out. We sink into the hips, zip up into the abdominals, cactus your arms. So if your shoulders and chest muscles are tight, then you'll feel the tension here, but feel the strength. Take another 2 breaths, sink the hips a little lower. Try to not let the knees roll forwards, push the knees back. And then take a big breath in to straighten the legs and arms into star. If you want to, you can lift the heels off. And then we're going to come into Trikonasana. So you're jutting the hip to the right, taking the left hand down to the left shin, right arm lifts to the sky. This is Uttana Trikonasana. Then look to your front foot, coming into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose, folding down over the front leg. And taking a breath in, coming into a runner's lunge. So your fingertips to the earth is like you're about to take a sprint. Then pivot to the side of the mat, taking ninja. Either have the heel down or the heel lifted. Then coming to center, back to Goddess. Over to your ninja on the other side. You can lift the toes onto the heel on the other side. And then we're going to rotate round to the front of the mat. Into the runner's lunge. Straighten both legs. So turning the back foot heel 45 degrees. Parsvottanasana. Reach your hands forwards, fold over the front leg. Let the head go down to the leg. Then taking us into Trikonasana. So keep your left hand and your right hand down as the right arm reaches up. Tuck the tailbone under you between 2 planes of glass. Pyramid to Trikonasana. Then breath in. Let's reach the arms into star. And then back into Goddess. Look to the front of the mat. Step the feet together. And take a Yogi Squat with the legs together. So moving slowly so you can keep your balance. Keep the chest lifted, hand to heart center. Lift the heels. Reach the arms to the sky. And then like somebody's pulling you by the fingertips, reaching up. And then the hips go forwards and the arms go back. Take a back bend, back to Samasthiti. Okay, let's do that a little bit faster now. Inhale, Arda Utkatasana. Exhale, sway to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, sway to the right. Really feel the squeeze in the right side. Inhale, step wide. Coming into your Goddess. Extend into your star. Into Trikonasana. Pyramid pose. Runner's lunge. Ninja. To center with your goddess. Ninja on the other side. Coming round to runner's lunge. Facing the front of your mat. Straighten the legs, fold over the front legs, Uttanasana. Trikonasana. Up to star. Down into goddess. Look forward, step the feet together, squat. Heels lifted, hands to heart center, chest lifts. Breath in, arms reach up. And come back up to standing. Hips forwards. And then Samastitihi. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And all the way around. So everything in reverse. Squat. Big breath in, hips forwards. Samastitihi. Let's do 3 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just flow with your breath. You flow with your movements. Just enjoy the movements. Don't worry about the breath too much. Two more rounds. Big breath in. Exhale, sway. Inhale, center. Exhale, sway. Big breath in as you step to the side. To goddess. To star. Exhaling Trikonasana. Pause Uttanasana. Runner's lunge. Ninja. Goddess. Ninja. Runner's lunge. Pyramid. Trikonasana. Star. Goddess. Into your squat. Lifting the arms. Then the hips go forwards, heart lifts, back to Samastitihi. One more, big breath in. Sway, exhale. Lift, inhale. Sway, exhale. That's my feet on the rubber of my mat. Just in case you're wondering. Sticky feet. I'm going to do one more round after this. Really enjoy the movements. Do it in your own time. Feet are sticking on the mat today. Samasthiti. Let's close our eyes and just take a few breaths here to appreciate the moon's cycle and her phases. Then opening up the eyes, bend the knees, coming into chair pose. So legs together, feet together, squeeze into the thighs, lift the arms up, squeeze into the abs, belly lifts, mula bandha, pelvic floor. 3 more breaths. Sink into your chair a little deeper. Then slowly taking your hands to heart center, squeeze the thighs together, twist to the right, so left elbow across right knee. Then rotating the chest to bring the chest to the hands. Then open your wings. Back to center. Arda Utkatasana. Revolve chair pose. So the legs remain still and the body from the waist up twists. Back to heart center. Taking the left hand down to the floor, the left leg behind the right, bend the knees. So the knees hug behind one behind each other. Taking hold of the left foot with the right hand. Squeeze the foot in, looking over your right shoulder. Another 3 breaths. Hand to the floor, right hand to the floor, right knee behind left. Hug the legs together. Hold onto the ankle with the left hand looking over the left shoulder. Another 3 breaths. Ujjayi breaths. Deep energizing breaths. Look to the floor, hands together. Coming into Arda Utkatasana. Drop the hips a little lower, reach the arms forwards. And then wrapping the arms behind the back of the legs, squeeze in. And then taking the arms behind the back. So you create that hugging in of the belly and chest to the thighs. And then drawing the head down to the knees. Squeeze the legs together. Three more breaths. Slowly release. Coming from here to warrior 3, right leg supporting. So reach the arms forward, send the left leg back. Straightening your standing leg, but not locking out the knee. Then coming into your ugly dancer, holding onto the left knee, right arm reaches back. Then hands down to the floor without the left foot touching. left hand down, right hand to right ankle. Lifting the left leg to the sky, folding down. Take a little bend, the leg, both legs, and then re-extend. Take a little bend and re-extend. Keep as you are, right hand down to the floor, coming into half moon. You can bind onto the foot. Slowly release that left foot down. Keep the heel lifted, coming up into Chandrasana, reach up. Cactus your arms. Reach to the sky. Cactus the arms. Reach to the sky. Cactus the arms. Reach to the sky. And reach to your left leg. Little reverse. Look to your left ankle. And then coming forwards. Foot down. Clasp the hands together. Humble warrior. So the right shoulders come towards the right knee. Lift the arms. Up to the sky. Dropping the head. 3 more breaths. Taking the hands to the floor. Coming into a plank. Stepping your left leg forwards. Going to come into warrior 3. So push into that left leg. Lift the right leg up. Lifting the arms forwards. A little bit of balance. Into ugly dancer. Right hand, right knee. Left arm goes back. 5 breaths. Then standing split. Left hand, left ankle. Right hand supporting. Extend. Squeeze the legs together. Extend. Squeeze the legs together. Extend one more time. And coming into your half moon. Combine the foot. Rolling the right shoulder back. Then coming into Chandrasana. So the right foot's back on the ball of the foot. So the heel is lifted. Reaching up. Inhale. Exhale. Cactus. Let's do 5 of those. Inhale. Exhale. You can look up to the space between the hands as you reach up. Or draw navel to spine. Powerful breaths in. Powerful breaths out. Drop the back heel. Clasp the hands behind the back. Open the chest and then folding down. Left shoulder to left knee. Humble warrior. Lift the hands up to the sky. Relax the face, the neck, the jaw. No tension. Another 3 breaths. Release the hands down. Coming into plank. Hold it here. Then tap the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot to the side and then face the side of your mat. Clasp the hands behind the back.
Folding down, forwards, Parashurita Uttanasana with the arms lifted. So widen the feet as far as you can, keeping a little bit of weight into the toes so that the head can lower down towards the floor. Release the hands down to reach to the ankles or the outer feet. Three more breaths. Then reaching the arms forwards. Allow the head to hang between the arms, slide the shoulder blades apart. Elbows come in. Your choice to either hug the elbows in tight, drop the head down towards the mat, take a little tripod headstand if you feel, or just hug the elbows in, lowering the crown of the head down to the mat even further. I'm working on my hamstrings here rather than the tripod because I did some work on the hamstrings yesterday, so just enjoy what works for you. Inhale to lift the chest. Gaze forwards, heel toe the feet a little bit closer. Take the hands to the hips. On a big breath in, push into the floor with your feet coming up to standing. Turn the feet so you're facing the front of the mat. And step the left foot in a little bit. Halfway up and then all the way up. Reverse your prayer or clasp opposite elbows. And take Uttanasana. Exhale, folding down over the right leg. Check your hips are facing forward, so drive the right hip forwards and then right hip back, left hip forwards. Squeeze and lift into the belly, navel to spine. With every exhale, releasing that little bit further down over your right leg. Hands to the floor. Thumbs forwards, fingertips back. Going to push into the hands and push into the front foot. Lifting the left leg alongside the right. So squeeze it in tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot back down. Let's exchange legs. Left leg forwards, right leg back. Feet to hip distance apart here. So take your reverse prayer or the bind with the opposite elbows, your choice. Drive the hips forward so you're not facing the hips to the side. Point the hip bones forwards. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale as you fall down over the left leg this time. Your drishti, your gaze to your front big toe or to the shin. 5 deep breaths. Ujjayi breaths. Releasing and exhale. Letting go. Hands to the floor. Thumbs forwards, fingertips back, so you're on the spider finger. Push into the hands and into the left leg. Hover the legs together, bending the right foot up towards, lifting it towards the buttock. Squeeze, and then lower the foot down with control. Into down dog. Right leg to sky. Right knee to right elbow. Right leg to sky. Right knee to left elbow. Up to the sky. And then bring it to center. And then bring it on the outside of the knee. Slide it down to touch the wrist. On the other side, slide it down to touch the wrist. Change legs. Left leg to sky. Same side elbow. Lift it up, inhale. Exhale, opposite elbow. Then we're going to go to center. To center. Lift it up. Slide it down the shin, the forearm. So touching the wrist. So touch the elbow, slide to the wrist, lift it up, down dog. Come onto the forearms. Take a little dolphin. Left leg to center, right leg lifts. Drop it down. Right leg to center, left leg lifts. Drop it down. Come onto the knees. Take a little brief child's pose. We'll do some more wild things and camels, and then we'll finish. Let's go back to down dog. Right leg to sky. Bend the knee, drop it down. Take your wild thing. Now if you want to, you can extend the one leg and do your wild thing like this. Or feet together. It's your practice, your choice. Over to the other side. Left leg up. Bend the knee. Wild thing. See how this one feels. So you can extend the lower leg. Do the front leg straight and the back leg bent underneath. It's purely preference which way you like to do it. I like to drive the hips up with both legs. And lower down. Take your down dog again. And come back to camel. Let's do alternate rolls. Right arm, big circle. Left arm, big circle. Let's do 3 more pairs. Drive the hips forwards. Big circles with the arms. Hopefully you're all very warm. It's a beautiful day today. The sun has come out. And the clouds have lifted. Tuck the toes. Take a camel. Ustrasana. 3, 2, 1. Into rabbit. Head down. Hold the heels with the hands. Chin to chest. Then lift the hips up. Stretch across the shoulders. The neck. 3 more breaths. Scoop the belly up. Chin to chest. And then extend to child's pose. Let's bring the feet together and open the knees. Now your choice. When we do our inversion, let's first start with Dandasana, just to straighten the body up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Squeeze into the thighs. Take 5 breaths here. Hands alongside the bottom, outer hips, shoulders back and down. Squeeze shoulder blades together to open the chest, chin to chest.
Zip up your pelvic floor, your Mula Bandha, and draw navel to spine. Chin to chest, Mahabandha, all three bandhas here together. Hold the energy in. And then coming into a little bridge. Hug the hands around the ankles if that feels good, and lift the hips up. Or take the hands to the floor, or clasp the hands underneath the back, drive the hips up. Alternatively, you can take the hands underneath the sacrum to lift the hips even higher for a supported bridge. Or if you have a yoga wheel, you can place that under the back and do a lovely arched stretch over your yoga wheel. Let's have another 5 breaths here, and then we're going to go lift our legs to the sky. Big belly breaths. Stretch of the legs. Release the lower back. Roll the shoulder blades apart and take the spine down vertebra by vertebra. With the tailbone arriving last, hug the knees to the chest. Viparita Karani, option 1. Pushing the arms into the floor. Engage into the abdominals, squeeze the thighs, flex the feet. For other options, coming up onto the shoulders. I need to get away from my painting. Dandasana and transition into shoulder stand. So check you have enough space to first take yourself up onto the shoulders. Hug the elbows nice and close. Support the lower back. And then lift the legs to the sky. You can also take your headstand if that's your practice. Squeeze into your pelvic floor. Navel to spine. Another 10 breaths. If you're in Viparita Karani, squeeze a little bit harder into the legs and push the shoulders and arms harder into the floor and your lower back. 5 more breaths. If you're in shoulder stand, take knees to forehead, extend the arms, and everybody transition into Matsyasana. So if you were in Viparita Karani, take the hands underneath the bottom, lower the legs with control, squeeze it to abdominals into the thighs, point the toes, open the chest. Then lower the head back down to the mat without over squeezing the back of the neck. That's option 1. Or taking Uttana Vadasana, reaching the hands to the sky. Legs together, 45-degree angles for the legs. And the hands point to the sky, 5 breaths. Squeeze into the abdominal area really strong. Slowly lower the legs and elbows. Hug the thighs with the hands. On the breath in, look to the feet. Slide the shoulder blades apart, then cactus the arms. Bring the feet in towards the buttocks and window wipe the legs. Hug the right knee in. Take a little twist to the left. Look to the right arm. At the side, just taking a little stretch out. Then whatever you feel works for you for your Svanasana. Feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want to take cactus arms, if you feel Just want to enjoy opening up into the chest and shoulders, feet together, hips open. Have your knees bent, feet apart, so the knees drop in towards each other to support the lower back into the floor. So tilt the pelvis and lower the back to the floor for some lower back lumbar support into the mat. Arm position, your choice obviously. It's always your choice. Arms away from the body, palms facing up. Or the left hand on the heart, the right hand on the abdomen. So settle into your relaxation position. Corpse pose, of course, is always the classic Dandasana. Begin by relaxing the muscles of the face. Separate the teeth, so relaxing the jaw. Feel the face smile. Feel the face relax. The brow, temples, the forehead, skin around the eyes, the cheeks, and around the mouth and jaw. Bringing a lovely cosmic smile to the lips. And thinking of that flower that you held earlier, with its scent, its velvet-like petals. Bring your attention to your breath. Reacquaint yourself with the smell of your flower. Check in on the shoulders, the neck, the arms. Check in that they are soft and that the energy is flowing freely through your arms, to your hands, to your fingertips. No tension. Allow yourself to sink into your mat, softening the upper back and lower back, your chest, your abdomen, and all of the internal organs, all coming to rest. Relaxing, releasing, letting go. Allowing the buttocks, the hips, the pelvis and groin to also fully relax. No tension, no tightness. Sinking into your mat. Relaxing into the thighs, the hamstring, the knee joint, all of its ligaments and tendons, to the calves, the shins, the Achilles heels, the ankles, the heels of the feet, the balls of the feet, the arches, the upper foot, and all of the toes. The whole body, scan it now from head to toe. Fully relaxing, letting go. Allow yourself to really sink into your mat, fully supported. Now take your attention back to your breath. Where do you feel your breath the strongest? Center your attention there. So thinking of our moon and its eclipse. These eclipses, they tend to mark the turning point for us as individuals. And often what you release on an eclipse
or a full moon can tend to be permanent. So making sure whatever you're letting go is what you need to let go of, and also taking this opportunity, this chance to really let go what doesn't serve you. So take this time to rest, reflect, and allow yourself to release all of those outdated mindsets that have been holding you back. And if you were born between November 22nd and December 21st, that's Sagittarian, that means that this full moon is even more powerful for you. This super flower blood moon with a lunar eclipse. It has the most effect on you. You'll feel it more than most. So if you feel like it's time to steer away from old patterns, behaviors, relationships, head down a different path. One that is eye-opening and new. One that you really want to take. Take that path, take that leap of faith, take that adventure. This can be spiritually or emotionally. So always remembering to honor yourself, honoring your practice, and giving thanks and gratitude to the time you have given yourself today. The sky is the limit. Just need to reach out for it, for knowledge, success, fortune, adventure, learning. Share these things with others. Challenge yourself and embrace all of the adventures that this new path takes you on. Slowly bringing your awareness back into the room, wiggling your fingers and toes. Give yourself a lovely stretch. Rolling over onto your right side and remain there for a moment. Give yourself that time to just observe and be still. Maybe think of your intention towards yourself, your sankalpa. Just reaffirm it now, 3 times to yourself. And then coming up to sit in a cross-legged seated position. Keeping your eyes closed or the gaze low. Taking your hands together, warming them up. If they're not already warm, but just charging your hands up with your electromagnetic force that's within you, your energy. And then take your hands slightly apart, a few inches. And then move them side to side, up and down, round in little circles. See if you can feel the push and pull, the invisible current between your hands. That is your electromagnetic energy field. So remembering your body is energy, and energy is affected by its environment. And obviously your body is made of water, and this energy and water is affected by the moon, by the change in the gravity, the gravitational pull. And also the energy, the vibe around you. So whether it's surrounded by positive or negative people, remembering your energy can be affected. So be aware of your energy, your life force within you.
So keeping that positive intention with you throughout your day, moving forward. Bringing your hands together, join your energy together into your hands. Keep the energy within you. But entrain others to your positivity. Hands to heart center, bow your head, your brain to your heart. Bringing your mind and your heart into coherence together. So synchronizing the mind and heart. Let's take 3 Oms together. Taking a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The light in me honors the light in you. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you here again soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, friends. Take care. Lots of love. Bye for now.